all of that is horseshit. But number two is the pricing is, we hear it over and over and over again. Well, I can do that for the kids. I can't do it for the adults. I can do it for the adults. I can't do it for the kids. You don't understand my area. People are broke in my area. You don't understand my area. People are too rich and smart to pay that much. You don't understand my area. The cost of living is too high for them to pay that much. You don't understand my area. People don't make enough money to do that. All of that is horseshit. It just really is. For some reason, people are scared to increase their prices.
And I lost so much money by not raising my prices sooner. And it's the quickest, easiest, and most impactful way to change your bottom line from day one. And the only issue is, like, do you think you're changing people's lives? What's that shit worth? You're not charging enough. And I don't know, it's really, really creepy, but it doesn't lower your closing rate. Anything, people are signing up more frequently.
That's people worry about raising their prices because they're getting price objections. The measurement isn't how many price objections you get. The measurement is what Ben just said, your closing rate. Maybe, maybe not, but your closing rate often even gets better. But it certainly doesn't go down if you do it correctly and you don't get in your own head about it. The rate is the measurement.
So, but that's number one, is you just have to get over being fearful on raising the price. And when we talk to the schools that are doing $1 million a year, 3 or 4 years later, their number one regret is always they move too slow, not that they move too fast on that. And the thing that Ben just said is not intuitively obvious, but the reality is the closing rate, once you get used to it and are smooth at the presentation, typically improves. It doesn't decline, right? You're always going to have price objections on the enrollment, but there's no price point where you're not going to have a price objection. That's not the metric. The metric is if I get 20 intros and I close 10 of them before, and I get 20 intros and I close 10 or 12 after, all I've done is increase my revenue. If you're charging $400 a month versus you're charging $200 a month, if you have 200 students, the extra $200 a month is $40,000 a month extra net profit. That's not all going to be net profit because probably you have staff on a percentage. So my rule of thumb is 75% of it is profit. So, I raised the tuition with 200 students and I've got 30,000 more to the bottom line. Plus I have full-timers working for me who are a lot happier because their income went way up, right? So it's a win-win.